In this video we are going to talk about the future of eSport. eSport has made huge steps in the last few years. South Korea recognized it as an official sport and the business is booming over there. You can find everything from official teams to gamer cafes where gamers can meet, drink something and most importantly play their favorite game. While we would expect such a development from the eastern countries, they are not the only ones. There is a school in Scandinavia where eSports is now officially part of the curriculum. Of course, eSports makes an opportunity to make loads of money, and large corporations are completely aware of that. That is why companies like Disney are also sponsoring eSport events. But this year something new happened. An eSport event was held at the Asian Games 2018, where since now only worldwide official sports had been represented. The Asian Games are a huge sports event. This year there were 42 sports and 484 events. 45 nations participated and it had about 8 million viewers each day. And this year, for the first time, eSports was featured as the Asian Games as a demonstration sport, meaning medals won in this sport would not be counted in the official overall medal tally. But it doesn't stop there. eSports will be a medal event at the Asian Games in 2022 in China. It's going to be one of the boldest steps towards the recognition of competitive gaming. The Olympic Council of Asia announced a partnership on Monday with eSports, the sports arm of Chinese online retail giant Alibaba, to introduce eSports as a demonstration sport at next year's Games in Indonesia, with full-fledged inclusion in the official sporting program at the Hangzhou Games in 2022. Is this the future of eSport? We wanted to know what the actual situation is like, and so we asked Swiss Olympic some questions. Will the eSport be recognized as a sport in the near future?
That cannot be estimated yet. Swiss Olympic has not yet taken a position on this issue. However, if a national federation for eSports applies for membership as a member of Swiss Olympics, the question of whether eSport is recognized as a sport would have to be answered. Swiss Olympics would certainly also be guided by international positions, such as those of the International Olympics Committee and the Global Association of International Sports Federations. However, it should also be considered whether all or only certain eSport disciplines are recognized as a sport. Sport games like FIFA, etc. are certainly easier than the so-called first-person shooter games, which because of their content can conflict with the ethical ideas of Swiss Olympics.
Could eSport be an Olympic sport?
Last summer, representatives of the IOC and the eSport industry met for a forum in Lausanne. Whether eSport one day also belongs to the program of the Olympics Games is currently open, but it should take a moment until it's done. Currently, the inclusion of eSport in the Olympic program has two main obstacles. First, eSport is not yet recognized as an official sport. Secondly, eSport lacks an international umbrella organization with which the IOC could regulate all formalities for the participation of eSportmen in the games. However, both parties have agreed to stay in touch.
What future do you see for eSports as a sport in Switzerland and on an international base?
The question of the future of eSport is certainly closely linked to the recognition as an official sport, because that would make it possible to get national funding, which certainly could give the sport a boost.
To get an inside view, we contacted a coach and we asked him what his relationship with eSports is and what future he sees within eSports.
Hello there, I got into eSports by playing League of Legends 2 years ago. So I started to gain more knowledge about the strategic aspects of the game. And so since half a year I'm coaching a semi-professional League of Legends team. I think it can become Olympic. I see a lot of young people who are passionate and dedicated to eSports, who found semi-professional teams, who organize a lot of stuff. So I think there's a solid ground on which esport can grow, and it will become more and more professional. As you can see, there are more and more smaller events popping off in Europe and the US as well, Korea especially. Esports, it's not like a small scene where only a few nerds play their games. It's more like well organized, and the future years will show that more and more talents will pop off, and so professional teams will get even bigger, I think. So yeah, I think it can't become Olympic right now, but the future, I think, for sure.
Thank you very much.